Sword Rider, huge toy collecting movies, good or bad or giving their dues, restorations or memories.
Hello everyone, it's Rider here and welcome to another video, and I'm going to try and put a little bit more structure to the channel over the coming weeks, run a little bit of an experiment to see if it works. So, what I'm going to try and do on a Saturday or Sunday, I'm going to do a video called A Week in Toys. And basically that's going to be me talking about what I've bought, if I've bought anything, any rumours, any announcements, anything like that. And it's going to be about 20 minutes to half an hour long, and I'm going to see how it goes. I've been doing a lot of random unboxing videos throughout the week, and what I'm finding is I'm kind of losing track about what I'm talking to you guys about, and also the order of stuff I want to try and review. So what I'm going to try and do is any toys that I've bought this specific week, I'm going to do the video on the Sunday or the Saturday, and then basically the following week after that video I'll review a couple of the toys that I've bought, and we'll see how it goes from there. I'm also going to still film the unboxing parts of it and all of that. It's just I'm going to merge them all into one video, so it'll be a bit of a mismatch of me wearing different t-shirts and different lighting over a few days. So, without any further ado, let's see what I picked up this week. So let's start off with what I'm picking up, and the first item I actually got this week was Studio Series Dropkick. I really like this figure. The car mode's a bit of a bugger to transform into. Loads of tabbing and typical Studio Series kind of stuff. But I'm really liking the robot mode. I think it's a great representation of Dropkick. And I've got a little diorama, what kind of display going on. I love the Bumblebee movie. I think it is probably the best Transformers live action movie that we've had. And I wanted to have a little representation of that, so I've got this little display. It's missing some pieces, and actually what I might try and do is populate some of those with maybe some one-step changes, because I've got Dropkick in his helicopter mode, his robot mode. Maybe I'll get the one-step changer car mode, because it doesn't look too bad, to finish off that display. I think it will look really cool. Now, as you know, I have been trying to get the 2007 movie bots in Studio Series. So I've got Megatron, I have Barricade, I have Blackout, and I also have Brawl. And I need to do two upgrades. I need Bone Crusher and I need a Starscream. And thanks to the Knots Bots company, the Nottingham Robot Company, I managed to get myself a Voyager Starscream for £20 English plus postage, so about 24 quid I think it was, which is cheaper than what they were in B&M. So not B&M, Smiths. I have seen this guy around and about actually in a few Smiths this week, but it's the tattooed version from the second film onwards rather than the first movie version. It's the first movie version I wanted. So I've picked him up, 20 quid. I haven't opened him yet, as you can see, but pretty cool. Looking forward to opening him up. There's a few things I haven't actually opened yet. I'm saving this one probably for the weekend. So there you go. So my good friend James Kennedy, Soundwave1980 on Twitter, bought me the Arkham Batman from the DC Multiverse line. Amazing gift. Thank you very much. It's a beautiful figure. I really like it. I think it looks great next to the Joker figure I've got. And this was the Batman I wanted. This was absolutely the Batman that I wanted to represent Batman in my collection. However, there was a little issue with it, in that James ordered this a good couple of weeks ago, and it took ages to come. I think he ordered it from Geeky Nerd Toys, but it's a really kind gift, and it was nice for him listening out on the channel saying that I might pick up one of these. But unfortunately, I did pick up one of these. So I did buy one of these from Amazon. So I was going to look at returning that one and keeping obviously this one, the one that James bought me. But I swapped it for the other Batman that's out at the moment. So I've got a different Batman. I like this Batman. I think it's really cool. I did want to pick up this one alongside my Superman. Figure I bought a while ago, and I ended up waiting for this Arkham Batman in B&M, and I saw this I've been wanting it for a while, and it's absolutely dumb that I bought it. It's absolutely dumb that I bought it. I bought a bloody banana with a shotgun. I bought bloody Peely. This thing is bloody brilliant. I have had more fun with this than probably any other action figure I've bought since lockdown. It is so stupid and so fun. It's brilliant. It's from the Fortnite line. It's one of the Jazzware ones. And I was umming and ahhing about getting that Batman and swapping it like for like, and then I saw this and I thought, you know what, I'm going to pick up this as well. So I did, and I absolutely love the thing. It comes with a load of accessories. It comes with a backpack with Nana's on, which basically makes him a cannibal. So that can plug on there. It comes with a rifle as well. Obviously the shotgun, which is my favourite accessory. Some random pickaxe thing with a coconut and a machete. And it comes with a mushroom. And it also comes with 2 alternative faces. So that's not bad at all. It's built really, really well. I mean, it's got all the 34 points of articulation on a bloody banana. Maybe I'm going puddled after being locked on my own for so long, I don't know. But this thing is phenomenal. And I think it's because it's bloody daft that I love it. But yeah, it was 20 quid. So I managed to pick up Batman, this Batman, and a banana from B&M. So there you go. Don't judge me because I've swapped that stuff. At the end of the day, I did spend more money in there than I would have done in the first place. So there you go. And then to today. Today. So I ordered a couple of things from Comics and Cocktails that have actually taken about a week to come, which is unlike them usually. But I think there is a hell of a lot of new toys being released. I know Scorponok has been sent out by Kapow. I know the Spider-Man retro wave has hit, so there's a lot of stuff hitting at the same time. Interestingly, this figure I bought is from the new Ghostbusters line from the Plasma series. And I did get it from Comics and Cocktails, as I say. And interestingly, they had Zor and their Dana first, and then this solitary Ghostbuster come in stock. And it was the one I was going to get anyway. It's Egon, it's my favourite Ghostbuster. And it's an alright figure. I mean, it's a bit smaller than what I expected. I think the face painting has really changed the game and stuff. I think my mate Luke said that, and it absolutely has. I think this is a great representation of Harold Ramis. I think there are 1 or 2 little issues with it, like I don't know if you can see it, the glasses are like moulded into his face, which looks a little bit odd, but I don't know how else they would have done that. But it works. It works. I think that there are some things I'd like to see improved, a little bit of shading maybe on the overall. But it works. It's got a cool Proton Pack. This one comes with the PKE meter. And it's good. It's good. Will I get the rest? I genuinely don't know. I have got the cheapo B&M Ghostbusters that have appeared in stock. So this is I suppose this is the other way they could have done the glasses with a separate piece, but I think these glasses look better than this. So this is 20 quid. This is $7.99 from B&M. And I like them both, to be honest. I think this is a better action figure and the better likeness. But there's something quite quaint I like about this one. And those of you that are scouring B&M lately, I'm sounding like Borders dude, I'm talking about B&M so much. You can get array stands from in there as well. I think these two look okay together. Obviously the face sculpt is nowhere near as good as on Harold here or Egon. But there you go. So you kind of could mix and match, and I kind of had an idea of maybe I could get a different, relatively sized Ghostbuster from a different line and put them all together in the display, which is still on the cards, but we'll see. We'll see. So I picked up Egon there. He does come in these new boxes, and he does come with the Vince Cortho Build-A-Figure piece, which I think is his front leg. Yeah, it's his front leg right there. So there you go. I'm going to hold on to the box for now. It's got the rest of the guys on the back. Yeah. So there you go. I picked up Egon. And finally, this was kind of an impulse buy because Borders Dude and Junk Heap Dave have been going on about this figure. And last Friday, I thought, bugger it, I'm just going to buy it. It was in stock. It just come in stock at Comics and Cocktails. I actually ordered this on the Friday. I ordered Egon on the Thursday and they've arrived today. So 6 days to a week to arrive. Come in the same box, quite interestingly. So they obviously saved a bit packing there. Don't mind, because all the prices on Comics and Cocktails include postage. This was $19.99 as well, and it's a retro Spider-Man. I'm not really into my comic book look action figures. I think this is Dave's influence on me because he's recently got the Hulk and Deadpool. I think he's got a Venom figure as well, and he's been harping on about this Spider-Man. And this Spider-Man does look like it's going to be one of the best representations of Spider-Man we've had. And probably up there with one of the best action figures of the year. I mean, even I haven't taken it out of the box yet, and it looks stunning. It looks beautiful. And, you know, it's inspired me a little bit. Marvel Legends, it's not that I've fallen out of love with them. I think I found a plateau of what I actually want. I have been moving on and selling on a few figures. Basically, that I don't feel need to be in my collection. I've packed them away for a while, and this is how I'm able to buy all this stuff. Is that I do buy some stuff, but I'm not as scared to move stuff on anymore. I don't become too attached to it. And if I do become attached to it, I know it needs to stay in the collection. If I pack it away after a couple of months, then you know what? Maybe it doesn't need to be in the collection. So honestly, I thought that would be it this week for toys. And let's face it, right, I've bought plenty, absolutely loads this week, right? But me and the little man had a bit of time, so we decided to go to Burton-on-Trent. He'd been a good boy, he'd learned to write his name for the first time, and he'd had his hair cut. So the Smiths by us don't really have any that he wants. The B&Ms, he's wiped out all the ones he's got in there, so we thought we'd get to Toy Master and have a look, see if they've got anything different, and we had a little bit of a look around in there. Before we got into there, in the Entertainer, I did stumble across the Starscream I bought early on this week, so it was quite cool to see it in the wild. It would have been nice to actually pick it up in the wild, but nevertheless it would have been more expensive, so I can't really grumble about that. Going into Toy Master, they did have some Transformers. As you can see here, I'll stick some pictures up while I talk. They had some Earthrise stuff, they had some of the Micro Masters, and they also had some of the new Cyberverse figures. They had a Wild Wheel, which looks quite good, and I think it's Meteor Storm, I think it is. However, $26.99 I think these were far too much. These are absolutely $12.99, $14.99 at tops figures. They look cool. I'll wait until they come down in cost and I might pick one up for a little bit of a fiddle, but that's it. And of course they have a NECA section and they had some cool stuff. They had, I say NECA section, it's more of like your adult collectible section. They had a Doom Guy figure, which looked pretty cool. They had some Turtles. They had some Terminator figures, which was good to see. And a few random other pieces, which was really good to see. Didn't have much for Marvel Legends, but they did have some Black Series. In fact, the guy just told me that they had a delivery of Black Series in there, which is really cool. So they had, I think they had Count Dooku, they had the bad guy, and I forget his name, from Solo. They had some of the Empire Strikes Back retro wave. And they also had Commander Bly, which I hadn't seen before in the flesh. I know it's from the same wave as Dooku, but he's out of stock everywhere. And also they had Jedi Knight Revan, which is the Jedi version of Darth Revan, which was really cool to see. And I thought that was actually $22.99. I thought, you know what, that's it, I'm having that away, I'm taking that home with me. But it was actually $29.99, sorry, which felt too much for it. I mean, I've got no association really to the character. It looked cool, but it wasn't a 30 quid figure for me. Absolutely not a 30 quid figure. And as I've always said, it's important to support your local stores and all that kind of stuff. And I did want to pick something up from in there. So I went and I picked up Clone Commander Bly. I thought this was just an episode 2, episode 3 figure, but actually it's from the Clone Wars, which I don't know too much about, I'll be completely honest with you. But it's a cool figure nonetheless. Why did I pick it up? Because it doesn't fit into my normal rules of Star Wars. Well, sometimes it's just nice to buy a figure that you like. The other thing that I've learned about Black Series is if you miss the boat, you are hit in the pocket quite dramatically. So I just decided to pick it up. It was $19.99, and I thought I'd pick it up because, you know, I'm not going to lose that money. Especially with these type of figures, they only go up in cost. I know that's not true with all Black Series, but I think we've definitely seen it with the clones and some of the other figures, especially the Troop Builder ones, they go up in cost. So for $19.99 I thought I'd get it, and if he doesn't fit in my collection in a month or so time, as I said before, then I can move him on, and that's that. But yeah, I picked him up and he's quite cool. I do really like him. I haven't got any clone troopers, I've never owned a clone trooper, and he's a good figure. Really, really cool, so I'm happy to pick him up. I was so close to getting Jedi Knight Revan, but £30 was far too much, and I actually had a voucher for £5 off after I bought these figures, and I was tempted to go back in and get him for £25, but I thought no, enough's for enough today. I looked online and he's about that £30 mark anyway, if I do regret not getting him, so there you go. But I don't think I will, to be honest with you. It's one of those that it would be nice to say pick up for the right price, but not for that price. I did pick up something else, and this is something that if you watch his channel Super Sorrel, I think he's back on YouTube now after being hacked. He did a video on this, and I thought, you know what, I haven't done one of these for years, and I think it was probably Premier League 1999 was the last time I did a sticker album. So I picked up the Marvel one. I think it was $3.99 with a couple of packs of stickers. It's a cool book, but the thing I like more is that you obviously get, and I'll show you some of these, you get like these kind of comic Marvel stuff. You get like a comic book at the back where you fill in stickers and all that, which is really cool. But this combines something else. In each pack, not only do you get some stickers, you get a card, and there's 50 cards to collect. Now, I've spoke about this before. I used to really love trading cards. And I actually love the artwork on these. Really love the artwork on them. Really cool Doctor Strange there. A really cool Thor, Captain America Avengers, Captain America. So I thought, you only get one of these a pack, and I've already got a bloody double, look. Got a double Daredevil. There's only 50 of these to collect, and I know it'd be a bugger to get them all, but I really miss the days of going to the newsagents and getting my X-Files Topps cards and all of that. So I bought it. I mean, in total I bought, I think it was this and 3 packs of stickers, come to about £6. 85p for a pack of stickers. I remember when you used to get 4 packs of Premier League and a chomp for £1. How times have changed. And for the record, I don't think I ever finished that sticker album. I think I was missing Eric Cantona, for those of you who are into a bit of football. And I forgot to mention when I was out, I did pop into a charity shop and I stumbled across a couple of Connectables. I didn't pick them up because they're in a bad way, but nevertheless it was really, really cool to see them. So yeah, that is what I've picked up this week. It's been a pretty epic week, as you can see. And to be honest with you, next week's going to get even more epic. Simply because a certain Titan pre-order has come in, and I've had the shipping notice that it'll be here on Monday. Shipping notice, I sound American, but yeah. I've had the notification that the postman will be bringing my big Scorpion tomorrow. Sorry, I've got a bit of hay fever going on today. And also, I've picked up a couple of Generation Select figures from In The Band Toys. I've given it away now. It's Grease Pit and Exhaust. If you are looking for these, at time of recording, I think In Demand have sold out. But I think Comics and Cocktails actually have them in stock. So go and have a look on there and get yourself a figure if you want to get one. And I've also put something cheeky in my order because it was from In Demand Toys to get it over £50, which is from a line that I haven't bought anything from in bloody years. And yeah, so this time next week I'll be chatting to you about those and what I've picked up. Now let's get on to rumours, shall we? And there's a big rumour, especially for a bit of a G1er like me, someone who was born in the 80s. The Studio Series 86 line looks to be virtually confirmed now, as there's more listings that have appeared. Not only is there a listing for Cup, and I've got nothing to show you on this, by the way, I've just been reading it up on TFW 2005. Looks like we're getting a 1986 movie Cup, we're getting a Blur, we're getting a Jazz, which absolutely we need, whether you like the 86 movie or not. We need more Jazzes. We haven't had that many decent Jazzes, and hopefully he's of the right animation style as well. And interestingly, we're having a leader class Slag or Slug and Daniel, which basically confirms we're getting, if this is true, we're getting all of the Dinobots, not a Voyager scale, but at leader scale. So we're going to get a leader Grimlock. We kind of knew that confirmed already because he was meant to be coming with Wheelie, I think it is. But we're also getting Slug or Slag, as he's known in the G1 cartoon. So does that mean that we're getting them all? I think it does. So we're probably going to get a leader class suit, which I love. We're going to absolutely love that thing. We're going to get a Slug. Now Snarl, for me, I think he's up for debate. Me and Dave were talking about this, and Luffy, I messaged him on Instagram earlier today. Snarl isn't in a lot of the movie. Now, Dave proved this to me earlier when he sent me a few pictures saying that he is in there. I don't know if we're going to get 5 leader class Dinobots. I think 4 is a push. I don't know if we'll get a Snarl. I really don't. And I hope I'm wrong, right, and disagree with me, and that's fine. But have we had 5 leader classes in a year? Probably not. And will we end up with probably getting a leader class Galvatron? Well, maybe. Maybe a leader class Rodimus, maybe. So I can kind of, unless they're going to be Voyagers, which might work for the scale, right? It might work. And they're not confirmed yet, right? They're absolutely not confirmed. And we might just get Galvatron as part of Earthrise and have to mix and match. But, you know what? Amazing if we do get the leader Dinobots. I was kind of gutted that I missed the boat a little bit on getting some MP size ones. They're far too expensive for me. I have got MP Grimlock. But I then bought the Mex Fan Toys ones, and I'll be honest with you, I'm probably going to look at moving them on now. They've been packed away for a good month or so, maybe even longer, so I'm going to move those on and get some official products, and I think that's perfectly fine. That's great. That's how I roll at the moment with my collection. I think it'll look amazing. So we're getting a Cup, we're getting a Blur, we're getting a leader Slag, which is absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to see some product images of these. And as soon as I do, I might just do a video on that, because this is absolutely my jam. This is a 1986 movie. This is my childhood. This is Transformers for me. That film is Transformers, in my opinion, because I'm of that age. And if you're not of that age, then that's perfectly fine. But you need to understand that some people are. And I know people will say that we've had these characters over and over and over again, but none of them really look like animation style. I mean, do any of the mainline Ultra Magnuses, apart from the MP, look like he did in the movie? I don't think so. Classics Hot Rod kind of does in a way if you squint at him. Same with Titans Return Cup. I mean, it's a great representation, but it's still not 100% movie accurate. And I think this is what we want as G1 fans. We want to see what they look like. What a toy representation of what they actually looked in the film. And I think once we've got that, we're going to be happy, right? We are going to be happy. And I think at that point, once we've got that, then maybe we can move away from more of the G1 characters and all of that. I think Hasbro haven't given us that yet, and hopefully they're about to. I think Earthrise has been bloody close for a lot of Season 1, Season 2, and even Season 3 characters now with Skylinks and Scorponok. But you know what? We've been wanting that cartoon accurate representation that isn't at MP price point, because not everyone has got space for MPs or wants to spend that money, and I think this will be perfect for us. And for those of you really upset that the studio series is moving away into a animated film, then I think that's a shame. It really is a shame. Because you know what, there might be. I'm not stopping a Beast Hunters figure coming in there in the future, because that was a film. I don't, it wasn't a cinematic release, but it was a film. So yeah, I think you need to appreciate that some people have been waiting a long time for representations of these characters, and with people like Cup, we haven't had a mainline representation that actually looked like him. We haven't had many Hot Rods. We haven't had many RCs, to be honest with you. Or blurs that look exactly how he did. And when we have had to get them, they're really Takara repaints that we have to pay through the nose for. So this is going to be amazing, and I think it's great news, and I really look forward to seeing them in the flesh. Anyway, let me know what you think of this new format. Let me know if you think I should carry on doing this, and keep an eye out in the week for a couple of reviews. I think I'm gonna. Well, I know I've already filmed a review of Peely, so that will be coming up at some point over the next week or so. But shout up, and I'll do another review for you about another figure. Anyway, until next time, I've been Zork Rider. Have a cracking week, and I'll see you again soon.